So there are a lot of actually good laws and policies on paper today in China. What we have found, one of the critical point here is the implementation. The reason is because there are a lot of money to be made and to be profited by the local government, not to faithfully carry out the central government's policies and laws here. We have continuously studied the province, and we believe there are 7 and 6 major reforms should be conducted in terms of improving the situation. The first recommendation we would like to make is to embody the new policy language that not only farmers should only have 30-year land rights, because the 30-year land rights started mostly in middle to late 1990s, and they will expire in the 2020s. So it will remove a huge cloud of uncertainty and insecurity if we can make it, say, not only for the current 30-year term, but make it automatically renewable, which is already allowed by the law. The second recommendation is against all the illegal land readjustments. What farmers have right now is a 30-year use rights. It's almost like you sign a 30-year lease with your apartment, and then the apartment manager has a right to talk to you, say, tomorrow we're going to move you from Unit A to Unit B. That's what land readjustments is about. So this has been a big source of insecurity, and we hope to continue to work in China to eliminate the source of that land readjustments. As you can say, all the modern and productive agriculture in the world that has not such a mechanism to allow readjustments, and China should consider that as well. The third recommendation is a very grassroots-oriented activity. It's about publicity. Awareness of the law, awareness of land rights, and as to what kind of remedies they have and what resources they should use in terms of violations and abuses. It's about empowerment, and it's basically requires a lot of resources to be used in the grassroots level. And one thing RDI has been doing right now is we call it a barefoot lawyer program. My father was a full-time farmer and part-time barefoot doctor. And one of the things about barefoot doctor is that he was always accessible, and people could lock our door at 2 o'clock midnight, and he could just ride his bicycle with a flashlight and go out. And this is the same concept we would like to hope to achieve in China, that lawyers become accessible and become a resource and an advocate for farmers in China. We have recently established one of the legal aid and education centers in southern China, which is in Guangxi, and we hope to replicate and expand that model more to cover more territory in rural China. The fourth recommendation is about land documents. There are 2 major indicators of security of land rights in China. One is you got to have a piece of paper, and the second is when you have a piece of paper, you don't have to suffer or go through a land readjustments. And if those 2 conditions satisfy, then we can say it's secure. Well, we're talking about 80 million farmhouses don't have anything at all to prove which parcel they own and what rights they have. So this is really a critical point that government should take care of it. This is something that would give incredible confidence to farmers as a piece of evidence. The fifth recommendation is land takings reform. This is something that the United States have that as well, because the government has the power to take over private properties, but the condition is you got to making sure that taking is for public interest, as well as paying just and fair compensation for whatever property has been taken away from the farmers. So we need to improve the compensation standards and hope to get farmers more involved. They have more procedural rights in influencing policy making and influencing especially the determination of the compensation standards in each case. The sixth and the final recommendation is about women's land rights. We're talking about half the rural population here. They will be disfranchised if their names are not recorded on all the official land documents. It is very easy and simple thing to do, actually. It's just one extra line and put wife's name on the documents. It's a great way and effective way to making sure their rights are guaranteed as equal right holders.